All right, I'm on hole number 18 of the 2019 Summer Major. This is hole number 9 of the Acacia Reserve. This is these holes came out just for this tournament, so this is the first time we've played them. Now there's several ways to play this. You can play up here, or you can play out here. And I'm playing out here. I want to get as far out here as I can, and I'm going to do a rough bump off of that. Now I'm going to bring a Guardian because that gives me two options. I can do a rough bump, or I could do the backspin shot. If you've got a higher developed Guardian, you can do the backspin shot a little bit easier. In this account, I don't have as high a level Guardian, so it's harder to try and do the backspin. I have found that when you're out here going into this green, you're out here and here's the green, you're uphill, so I'm taking off 10% of the wind. I'm doing a 10% wind minus wind. If you're over here, you're actually higher than the green, and you're probably going to have to add on some wind. But think about when you're over here. If you get in the rough out here, anything happens that you're bad, you're SOL. And if you make this shot out here, you're looking at a pretty difficult downhill, uphill shot to get on the green with more than likely your biggest wood, big dog. So I'm not interested in putting me in a spot where I'm in my maximum club, having to take some monster shot to do it when I can get up here closer, and it's just a matter of setting this shot up. But the rough bump here is really the way to go, but I really think I'm going to have to take wind off. So I'm going to bring, if you've got a big topper than a level 4, if you've got a 5 or above, this is definitely a shot for the big topper. Extra mile, I want to bring my Guardian. Now the last time I shot this, when I did the rough bump, I was 2 rings off. I was 2 rings into the rough. And I didn't put in any topspin, backspin, anything. I just hit it from that spot, and I was just a little bit short. So my options are to move forward a little or put on just a sliver of topspin. And I'm going to keep with the 2 rings off and put on just a sliver of topspin. I'm going to use the wind, and I want to be right out here in the middle. I'm going to just rub up against the nubs as far as overpower. I don't need to get jiggy with it. And I hit it great to the right. Like 2 rings great to the right. The fairway is so big out there that you really have to you really have to hit that shot bad in order for that not to end up in the fairway. And that's right where I want to be for the rough bump. I'm going to do a minus 10% on the wind. You can get this done with a Marlin, but you will have to probably do some overpower like that in order to get the distance. This is why you save your good balls so you can use them in tournaments. It's much easier to come to a hole like this with a Titan. Can you get it done with a Marlin? Yes. Is it easier with a Titan? Yes. Okay, I'm going to be about 2 rings into the rough. I'm going to go right at it. I'm going to put on just a sliver, say half a ring topspin. And go right at the hole. Okay, I'm going to take, so that's a 3-9. This hits, that's 4-2. So we're just a little shy of 3 rings. Hit it great to the right. Was not what I was looking for. I rolled forward just a little too much, so I'm thinking maybe not even a half a ring of topspin, but just just where you can see that you've got some topspin engaged. Now if you're short, I would definitely either go that way or this way. I think on this shot you have a better angle here because look at how the course is rolled out. you're going to have to put curl on it, and here you're going with it. Here you're fighting it. So I would definitely come out over here because it's working towards the hole. And you have a better angle with the wind by hitting it to the left. I would have definitely set that up to the left. It's not that this way won't work, but I think you had a better shot on the left-hand side. Stay in the fairway. That'll be all right. That'll work. That'll work. Isn't it perfect? All right, eagle. I picked up hole number 1. I dropped the shot on hole number 11. I picked up an Albie on hole number 15. But that drop shot on hole number 2, or on hole number 11, and part of that is I don't have hole number 11. I don't have enough of the balls to put myself in the right spot, and I just blew the drive. But it was a pretty good round. I learned a few things here to set me up for my main account. That's the whole thing, is getting time out here on the course to play these holes so that you can start getting better and better, especially on these par 3s. The par 3s are the holes that the other holes it's all about consistency, but these par 3s, it's really important to just keep dialing that in and dialing that in and dialing that in. But today I was not on a perfect stretch. I think I hit very few shots perfect, but I was able to, just through consistency, and the few shots that I did hit perfect, and the Albie I didn't hit perfect. I hit great to the right, and it went in. It was one of those luck things. I rolled the dice and I won. All right. That was hole number 18 of the 2019 Summer Major. That's hole number 9 of the Acacia Reserve. So let's see where we're at as far as, not a lot of people have finished their rounds. So I'm not sure what the cutoff's going to be, but it looks to me like, if you shoot just the minimum score you should be looking for, and that's picking up the eagle on hole number 8. The minimum score you're looking for is a minus 13, so a minus 26 is an absolutely crystal clear round. And I think for most people, if you're looking at minus 24, is going to be anything better than minus 24 is a decent round. You shoot a minus 26, you're probably looking at I think you're pretty much guaranteed a top 15, depending on bracket, top 10. Getting into the weekend round, 24 being you didn't pick up the eagles on that, you just picked up the par 5s. You're probably looking at maybe some 21s that'll make it. But I think you're probably looking at 21 to 22 to give yourself a shot to make the weekend round. And there's probably some of those 21s that won't make it depending on your bracket. All right. That was hole number 18. Thanks for watching.